It's time for Marriage Boot Camp Reality Stars. Hazel E., what world do you live in? You have a target because you're the most popular and you're the most relevant. You have a target on your back because you're a disrespectful pig. Nobody is intimidated by you. So today we're working on jealousy. So we get into today's exercise and we're going to be pop with different partners. Plan at a party later. Oh, Lord. Hazel E. Sissy has on mismatched shoes. He's trying to make it a fashion statement and it's not working. And the fact that he's trying to give us a Carrie Bradshaw moment lets you know that's a true sis. Lifelong sis. He's everything but a proud bottom. So, child, now Hazel's shaking that stanky thing she got and it didn't look good. It looked like a washing machine on spin cycle. It was very wumpum, 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 wumpum. So after they learn how to pop that ass, then they realize they're going to do their dance with somebody else. So Tahari and Sissy Devon will be dancing together. So Hazel Lee is with Willie and she's throwing that ass like she want a straight man, because she ain't got one. Shonda, meanwhile, knows the second her man gets a crack in that door, he'll go in the crack of her ass. She's like, I wouldn't put it past him to fuck her while we were here. And a Hazel Lee? Couldn't be me. Oh, Lord, Hazel Lee is full-on pregnant with this sissy's baby. Lord, what type of turkey baster did they use to conceive that? Devon is going to say, I don't want nobody touching my girl. You mean your boy. Your pegger. Your piglet. So Shonda says, I don't like how Hazel's throwing her bussy on my man. With the wumpum, 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 wumpum. So now Devon is trying to defend his woman. And now Willie's getting involved. This feels like people begging for a scene. They're like, oh good, we can finally fight about something. It doesn't feel real. Like their supposed love for each other. Okay, now Hazel waddles in the room. See, Shonda, honestly, instead of saying the shit in front of her man, like you said, keep it amongst the women, you should have brought that to Hazel and said, girl, you trying to fuck my man. You know he weak and poor. Now see, this sissy is too new to reality because the second Willie jumped up, the second I saw him in motion, I would have laid his ass out on GP. You ain't gonna do all that nose-to-nose shit. The second I see you move, that's it. Oh, the sissy attacked him. Child, he had some flashbacks to 8th grade. He said, not today. Girl, I'm gonna have to call Willie pussy after that. True pussy. You got beaten up by a verse on WeTV? Now that's pussy. Now that's pussy. You jumped down off the table. That was your time to K Michelle. Instead, you came and shitted. And now you on the floor. With your heels in the air, waving like they just don't care. Child, maybe she ain't got to worry about Hazel Lee. Because, Willie, you got a little muscle. You let yourself get tossed around. Right before Shonda said, he'll lay your ass out. And he said, yeah, he should. He should. He's like, child, I am a tall sissy. I've been fighting since 8th grade, probably 6th. Ha! He shoved him dead into the oven. Ooh, I am proud of this sissy. Shit. And then he kept him down. He was like, no, you want to play? Let's play. Child, Willie lost the fuck out of that fight. I guess Hazel Lee did teach him something. She said, look, I done got my ass whipped a few times. I'm going to teach you how not to do it. And security didn't come in for a minute. Willie was getting his ass whooped. He was manhandling him. I guess he's handled men before. Hazel done found herself a top. Oh, child, even when they separated him, he came back and gave Willie a hot knot. He was giving soft-spoken, but now he is kicking ass. Willie, you can say you're boiling and you see red, but also you see you getting your ass whooped. I gotta say, I would want my husband to be the same way. If you ain't gonna whoop an ass for me, what the fuck you here for? He didn't sneak push his ass. It was a fight. He jumped bad. Quiet as it's kept. The sissy let him have 5, 4, 3, 2. If you ain't gonna jump bad, then I'm gonna jump bad. Sneak push when Willie jumped down off the counter and was trying to be the bully sitting on the counter. And he was like, ooh, I can punk this sissy, honey. You gonna see? Well, you did see. You saw the oven as you ran into it face first. You saw the floor as you stayed there. You saw the bops. You did not get in. That man can fight. Shonda said, I'm glad Willie stood up for me. He didn't stood up for you. He got thrown into the oven for you. He got his ass whooped for you. He was trying to defend, but he couldn't. A failure of a man. So now Hazel-E and her ass whooper come downstairs. The medic treating Willie, he ain't treating Devon. Child, he gotta get sutures on his face. He got his ass whooped. It's about time we had something that went from a skirmish to a brawl. I don't know where the hell Vato is. Now, Willie, you gonna say all I said was don't talk to her, talk to me. No, you jumped your short ass off that counter and got your ass whooped. Whoop. Now, I'm sorry, Dr. Ish. Don't you yell at him because, oh, you're the youngest and you shouldn't put hands on people. Willie got up in his face and was all upon him. You could have sent security in then to break it up before it became something. But he was like, I ain't about to let you sneak hit me and whoop my ass. So I'm sorry, Willie was the aggressor, but he got punked. Bondi Blue said it best, play pussy, get fucked. So Willie gonna go on and squash it so he don't get his ass whooped again. Or put his check in jeopardy. See, I've always said you gotta get that first bop. Okay, now we got Corrupt and his heifer, and again, they need to put that shit on intervention fast forward. So the couples are meeting in the foyer. So they so fucked up they can't even do the jealousy lesson. So after Dr. Ish and Judge Toller give them a lesson on nonviolence, that's where the shit ends. Corny. But the ass whooping was good. Phaedra, I know you ain't talking about controlling yourself when you damn near popped Kenya with your purse at a dinner. And the only reason you were stopped is because Portia or Candy grabbed that ass. And then you had to lie on Candy with Carlos Queen. So Phaedra, you ain't shit either with your rent-a-man. Child, we ended with Hazel-E saying, I'd have still danced with Willie because you want some straight dick. He may be a fighting sissy, but it's still a sissy. So Hazel-E points out Shonda's jealousy, and Shonda's like, I wasn't jealous. Yes, you were. If you felt that she was extra, if your man didn't care, you wouldn't care either. You'd be looking at her like, ooh, she may as well be throwing it to a brick wall because she ain't going to get shit out of him. You're scared. And it's okay, Shonda, you with a cheater. And you're a cheater. Let's get to the hard-drinking heifers of New York City. So we open with Ramona planning her party. She's dragged Leah along. Oh, Lord, so now Sonia looking for a new renter. Child, you should have taken that long term. Bet you're kicking yourself now. Okay, so Ramona wants everybody in black, and then she'll stand out in red. So, of course, using ass Ramona asked Leah to make sure that there's no drama with Sonia, Dorinda, and Luann. However, you can't count on Leah for anything the second she has a cocktail. Okay, now we got Luann doing something like community service, or maybe she's doing this so we don't think she's an ass. Honey, we know you're an ass. Lord, Luann telling her story, getting teary and bleary. I think we're all a bit weary. The people in there are looking at her like, girl, we was actually in prison. You went to jail for a night. Shut up. Oh, Ramona having dinner with her ex-husband that cheated on her. Ramona tried to get an I love you out of Mario and it wouldn't happen. He was like, okay, I guess I love you. If you gonna press me for it. So we got Leah and her sister back at them damn Russian baths. But then again, I guess I'm in a Russian bath, so I should shut up. I told me. So now Leah wants a man with money. She's tired of broke pussy. Oh, Lord. So the mama told the sister she don't like them, her kids. She's like, you at least try, but I don't like Leah. The mama ain't shit. I'm tired of grown people caring about what their parents think. You grown, you don't depend on them no more, just move the hell on. If she want to be funky, let her be funky on her own. All right, it's the day of the party. So now Leah's dropping by Dorinda's. So Sonia apparently went to Philadelphia with the girls because she had to speak at Wharton. What the hell would she have to offer a business school? I don't know. How to marry wealthy, maybe. But then she got so drunk she was thrown out of a sissy bar. So Sonia apparently can't afford her house. And she got to redo it and she don't have the money to really redo it. I think it's time to just sell. Dorinda says she feels like there's a sadness about Sonia because there's the same sadness about you. You're lonely over-the-hill heifers with alcohol issues. So Elise pops by Dorinda's and Leah's there, and Leah's telling Dorinda and Elise how Sonia told her what to wear to her party. Basically cover them tits up. So Dorinda runs to her room and gets her some fresh cat print panties and a black bra. So Elise is making excuses for Ramona, but Dorinda ain't here for it. She's like, look, you can keep getting shit on if you want to. She said she's an unaccountable bitch. And Dorinda's right. Oh, Lord, now Dorinda come out in some dress with a fake boob plate. So Ramona shows up to the party, and she's got on a really plain magenta dress that gives me dress barn. Maybe the softer side of Sears or J.C. Penney. J.C. Penney, I love your style. But I don't love this style. It's very matronly. So Sonia going, but she's like, I don't want to go. I wanted to say I wasn't going since you didn't invite me last year, but I ain't got shit else to do and I need the coin from the scene. Sonia's upset that Ramona doesn't give her credit for being a real friend and is more trying to rub elbows with these fancy people she goes to charity events with. Well, Sonia, you would be the same way if you weren't broke as a he-hang. You can't buy a ticket to a movie. You're poor and you're jealous. Child, we do not have to count Ramona's friends. It's New York City. You could get an extra anywhere. So Ramona pissed that Sonia and Luann didn't show up according to dress code, but you ain't shit, so I ain't surprised. Okay, so Leah wore a sheer dress with a bra and panty. I mean, it's exactly what Ramona said don't wear. But it wasn't that bad. Sonia said, who wears black to a party? Not at my age, honey. Child, that was the most Golden Girl shit you'd have ever said. That was a Sophia Petrillo joke. So Leah takes her first drink, a Tito's and soda. Let's see where this goes. Okay, so Ramona posted a happy birthday to herself on her feed, but she didn't include her friends. Y'all weren't at the party yet. I mean, it's her birthday, so I don't feel like... I just feel like it's her moment. And also, y'all have been friends with her forever. Why are you expecting sugar from shit? So now, Dorinda, Elise, and Leah are kind of arguing about how Ramona treats them, and Elise is trying to take up. Dorinda's over it. Leah's over Ramona 2. Sonia's over Ramona 3. Oh, there's a bodysuit sewn in and attached to the dress. It just looked like her skin complexion. It's actually a really nice dress. Okay, and Ramona's like, okay, well, there's no men here, so you can be, sexy. But if they were men, I have to be the sexiest in the room. You'll never be. So Ramona gives Sonia some cock and bull promise about she gonna do something for her birthday, but ain't even got the date right. Ramona's just all about herself. Okay, Dorinda wants to take the girls for a week in Mexico. Now Dorinda goes up to Sonia and says, girl, I'm concerned. So Sonia tells the girls, well, I'm broke. And I've been broke. And it looks like I'ma stay broke. Okay, so Ramona comes over to show off a gift, and Sonia says, we're not talking about your fake friends. We're talking about real spiritual shit. What does your soulless ass know about a spirit? Okay, so Sonia seems to be jealous of this party, and I think Dorinda had some shit to do with it. But I have to agree with Ramona. She should be able to throw a party for herself, and she has thrown the heifer 2 birthday parties. Oh, Lord, now Sonia wants to say she knew all these people from me back when I was in the Blue Book and I was a Morgan. I believe some of it because Ramona was a hanger-on like yourself. But the truth is you're both skanks who married well. Skanks. Now Sonia's saying, it's my birthday. No, it's not. So all the girls start dancing and really get their click-clack-scissor-sister on. And Ramona's sister comes over and says, okay, enough with the lesbian strip show. And it's Dorinda, Leah, Luann, and Elise. Child, Leah had her dress hiked all up around that puss. Oh, God, now Ramona's calling the producers. We're done! Oh, God, now Leah's screaming at Ramona, you're being psychotic! Oh, God, Sonia dancing on a mirror, breaking it. And that was the shit.